All right, I'm back for more One Piece. Finishing up Baratie Arc. We're gonna read chapters 63 through 68 and finish this arc up. Let's open up the first chapter. Chapter 63. I won't die. Okay, I forget what was happening, but that's fine. Okay, I won't die. And the chapter cover has I think yeah, the lion guy from the yeah, Richie the lion. And he was defeated by this. I don't know who are these guys. They look like they're part of. Oh gosh, what's the clown's name? I don't remember. Uh, Last adventure of Richie's pirate crew, the fall of Richie's pirates. Yep. Okay. Well. Yeah, and his pirate crew has been defeated. Um. Okay. Cool. Anyways, back to the chapter. We got who's this speaking? Probably. Oh gosh, what's this guy's name? The big bad of this arc is probably speaking. I don't remember his name. Ha ha ha. He says, you feel sorry for that worthless piece of rubbish. Um, and Sanji is speaking, maybe? Or no, this is the, uh, guy who betrayed the big bad guy. I don't know. I think that's him. He's dying or something. He's saying oh, ugh, shake is the sound effect. We got Luffy looking angry. Sanji also looking angry. Also, Sanji's bloody. Piece of rubbish! Exclamation point question mark says Sanji. Um, big bad guy whose name I don't remember. A fool who lost sight of what was important and refused to obey my orders. Is of no use to me. Who's to say he won't betray me again? Gasp says the guy who betrayed him and is dying, and whose name I don't remember. Um, or at least I think that's who gasped. Shake, 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 sound effects, cough, ack, exclamation point from the guy who's dying. Um, Killing him like this is a kindness, says the big bad guy whose name I don't remember. Yes, Don Krieg, that's it. Does the Don really want to kill question mark? Says one of the Don Krieg's pirates. When the gosh splash sound effect on the chef's side, and they're saying, look, they're alive. Sanji says, Patty, I think, maybe, and then there's double exclamation point, and then Patty says, exclamation point, and then there's a wham of a door that's slamming open. I guess. The other chef who's with Patty, whose name I don't know. Whoa, the demon guy breached the poison gas. Patty, don't we have any antidote on board? Says Sanji. Um, Patty says, oh yeah, but it's for food poisoning, and anyway, he's an enemy, I don't care what kind it is, just get it, says Sanji. Double exclamation point from Patty? And or the other guy? Who's speaking here? It's the head chef guy. He's saying, "Idiot, slap a gas mask on him right away." There should be at least a little antitoxin left. Uh, and Sanji says, "Geezer." And then or Luffy or somebody saying carry him to the upper deck and make him take deep breaths. I think that's head chef speaking still. That's the only chance you have of saving him. Sanji says, Petty, Karn, hurry. We're coming, don't yell. Me too, says, apparently his name's Karn. Don't die, Jin, says Luffy. Okay, Jin's the name of the dying guy. Okay. Exclamation point says the Jin, I guess. Yo. Humph, dot dot dot, waste of time, says, Dawn Creek. He won't live another hour. And then, come on in, says, Karn, maybe? Don't let that jerk kill you. Exclamation point, says Luffy. Live to spite him, okay? Double exclamation point, question mark. I'll send him flying for you. And then Jin says, or maybe was it? Don't dot 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 go dot 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 against Krieg dot dot dot. You can't win dot dot dot. Yeah, that's Jin. Calm down. Oh wait, calm. Yeah, calm down, chore boy. Triple exclamation point. If you charge in, you'll be playing right into his hands. Double exclamation point. What am I looking at here? There's a WAP sound effect. Oh yeah, so it's Sanji trying to stop Luffy from going after Dunkrig, I guess, by grabbing his arm with a WAP sound effect, and then yeah, you'll be killed. Triple exclamation point. And then there's a chow sound effect. I don't know what that would be, but okay. And then there's a doom sound effect, and we got Luffy looking determined, pushing away Sanji's hand. And he says, Luffy says, I won't die. Exclamation point from Sanji. Luffy goes charging. Presumably, I want to say Sanji speaking. If you want to shoot me, then go ahead. That's probably Luffy. Triple exclamation point, womb. Sound effect, wait, says Sanji with a double exclamation point. The fool, there's no enemies so easy to kill as an enraged one, says, Don Creek. Fine, have it your way, says Sanji. Alright, Luffy's charging. And he says, I've heard that even a monkey can learn. Oh, wait, that's probably Don Creek speaking. But you persist in your mistakes. A monkey is a genius next to you. Anchor boy. And then we'll get Luffy charging, saying, I don't give up so easy. Also, there's a bunch of Tim sound effects of the footsteps of Luffy. Alright, and we got, oh, it's so hard to tell speaking with these spiky bubbles. They're not pointing at anyone. Alright. The ocean is your nemesis, double exclamation point. If you fly at me, you'll make a lovely target for my stakes. Triple exclamation point. This is Dun Creek. And a womb sound effect from, I don't know, Luffy running. And beyond that fin, your grave awaits. And then Luffy says, my grave, exclamation point, question mark. And then there's a boom boom sound effect as Don Creek fires some cannonballs. Alright. We got a boom 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 boom. Sound effect says, I guess more cannonballs are being launched. Okay. And then there's a clank sound effect. I don't know what the clank is from, but anyways. And then bam, 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 bam. Sound effect is more, it looks like stakes are being launched. And I've got foom, 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 foom as the stakes are flying through the air. And then Sanji says he's hit with a double exclamation point and another double exclamation point. The chunk chunk sound effect of Luffy being hit twice. Heh heh heh. He'll die rather than retreat, says Don Creek. And a was a ploosh sound effect as Luffy, I don't know, he's run. And double exclamation point question mark. The boy says Don Krieg clang sound effect from I don't know, this is cannon gun thing. Whip sound effect as Luffy I don't know tumbles or something. And a whoosh sound effect from gosh I don't know what am I even looking at here. It's like Luffy's legs. I don't know. Triple exclamation point. Sploosh from the water. Luffy's crouching or something. Don Creek says an eye for an IA. Boing sound effect from Luffy as he's. Oh, what is he doing? Oh, he's stretching back one of his arms. Okay. A shoom sound effect. Luffy's got his arms stretched back. He's determined to strike me no matter what the cost. Don Krieg with a glare sound effect. Then try punching my porcupine cape, boy. Where did this cape? What? Okay. Flap. And now he's like covered in spikes. Okay. And double exclamation point from presumably Luffy or something. And then Sanji says that dirty dog, his cape covered with spikes. Exclamation point, question mark. The chefs are saying his bare fist, don't touch it, double exclamation point. Alright. And then we got Heh says, Don Krieg, And he says, I'm invulnerable, double exclamation point. And then Luffy says gum gum roaring sound effect. Okay. Yeah, so we got gum gum bullet. And then triple exclamation point question mark from Don Krieg as he's been punched through the cape he thought was protecting him, but he still got punched anyways. Also we got a kabam sound effect from the punch. And I've got like what triple exclamation point question mark from the Don Krieg's parrots making surprised expressions. Luffy's got the bloody fist from punching the spikes. Alright. And then Don Krieg's fallen over with a whoomp sound effect. You know, looks like the punch hurt. Anyways, Sanji says, what kind of person does it? Who's speaking there? Oi, I think it's the chefs. He punched him right through the porcupine. Yup. With a zing sound effect and a huff huff sound effect and a yow sound effect. With a reaction faces from the chefs. We got what and the double exclamation point from the I don't know, man, the Don Krieg maybe. And the Tadoom sound effect and the Don Krieg's being knocked out from the who knows who's speaking at this point. It's hard to tell in this picture. I don't get it. What is that kid? Double exclamation point question mark says one of the pirates. Until this moment, I have never seen the Don go down, not even on one knee. He plastered him right in the face. Right through the porcupine. We got plop 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 sound effects as Luffy's fist is bleeding. So Luffy says, so whose grave exclamation point from Don Krieg is this says Luffy with a crick sound effect. Again question mark. Then we got a exclamation point question mark from Don Krieg. Mine a schluck sound effect as Luffy's pulling out a spike, it looks like. Or yours, exclamation point, question mark. C, exclamation point, question mark, as he's holding the spike he pulled out. Where did he pull that out from? He pulled that out from his shoulder. Alright. We got a doom sound effect and a plurt sound effect. Alright. Yeah, so Luffy does the double exclamation question mark, and he says, "Don't count me out just because you have sneaky weapons and a spiked cape." Double exclamation point. This isn't my place to die. And then we got Sanji saying that kid is crazy. You don't. Alright. And then Sanji says, "Watch him closely, Sanji." Or no, that's the head chef speaking. And also there's a dot 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 and a tump sound effect, and then a dot dot dot, extra dot and a question mark. Someone says, "Hey, demon guy!" Double exclamation point. "Steady now!" Double exclamation point. Deep breaths. Breathe the fresh air. Some water. Exclamation point, question mark. And I think this is probably Patty speaking. And or the other guy. Yeah, so now Patty speaking. "How about my special pudding?" Exclamation point, question mark. Idiot, he's already been poisoned once today. Says Karn was his name? Poisoned? Why you? Says Patty probably. My meat dishes are unsurpassed in dot dot. And looks like Jin is waking up or something. And Patty says, "Hey, don't die, demon guy." Or hack cough from the Jin. We got head chef speaking. "Once in a long while, dot 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 dot, a fool comes along who, having set his sights on something, won't quit fighting till he dies." Won't quit fighting dot dot dot, says Sanji. "It's a real nuisance to have a feller like that for an enemy dot dot dot." Probably still Sanji speaking. "Whether he wins or loses this fight, dot dot dot, with a woo sound effect, and dot dot dot, I admire a man like that, dot dot dot. How could we lose?" Exclamation point, question mark, says one of Don Krieg's parts. And our responds, "It's a fluke, just a fluke. Don't worry about it." Double exclamation point. The chefs say, "Chore boy, you're the greatest." Got a panel with Sanji, not saying anything. And then Don Krieg's starting to get up, says, "If this isn't your dot dot dot," and there's a grr sound effect too. And then an ooh sound effect and a twitch sound effect from Luffy. And a dot 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 place to die dot dot dot. And now Don Krieg's fully standing up with a roar sound effect. And then he says, "Then tell me dot dot dot," with a whip sound effect as he turns his head back to Luffy. Whose place to die is it? Double exclamation point, question mark, as he bashes Luffy with the shield cannon thing, with a exclamation point from Luffy and a wham sound effect of him smacking Luffy. And a smirk sound effect from the Don Krieg, and a boom sound effect as he fires more. I don't know what he's firing, but there's a boom sound effect. "It's yours after all!" Triple exclamation point. And a exclamation point from Don Krieg, as it looks like Luffy dodges, and now he's behind Don Krieg. No, it's still yours. Triple exclamation point as Luffy kicks Don Krieg in the face from behind, I think. Yes. And a double exclamation point, question mark. And that's the end of the chapter. Alright, cool, great. let's move on to the next. Chapter 64, titled "The Mighty Battle Spear." All right, cool. The Mighty Battle Spear. The chapter cover has Sanji cutting up a fish, and Luffy feeding a crocodile. And also the crocodile has a chef hat. And the restaurant is called Baratie. Okay. Fantastic. Anyways, back to the chapter. Well, yeah, so we got the Luffy kick to Don Krieg from the other angle. Um you know, and then we got a swack sound effect with a double exclamation point and a cathode sound effect from or a cathode sound effect from Don Krieg in the deck. With a triple dot dot dot, a triple exclamation point, and a dawn dot 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 says the pirates. And the dawn's down again, triple exclamation point. What's going on? Double exclamation point question mark from the pirates. Enemies are supposed to die dot 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 without being able to touch Don Krieg's Don Krieg. He's supposed to be invincible. Insert title card here. How could this shrimp beat him? Double exclamation point question mark. Doom sound effect and Luffy saying heh. Multiple dots from Sanji. And then Patty says that kids something dot dot dot, and the several more dot dot dots from Jin. Has Don Krieg finally met his match? Question mark says one of the parts. His reputation is shattered. And a grr from Don Krieg. Stop that foolish yammering, says Don Krieg. With a ka-chang sound effect. Also, I have no idea what I'm looking at here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking at here, but it's Don Krieg doing something. With a double exclamation point. And a crush sound effect as Don Krieg shatters the boat beneath them. And an awe from Luffy. As he jumps out of the way or whatever. And an arg. A triple exclamation point from probably Don Krieg, and then it's dot dot dot. The mighty battle spear. Alright, so Don Krieg has a spear now. I guess his shield turned into a spear. Also, there's a quadruple exclamation point and the shing sound effect from the spear. The pirates say that's it. Don Krieg's deadliest weapon, triple exclamation point. And let's see. Let's see how long you can survive now. Dot dot dot. Says Don Krieg. They whoop and he dot 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 as he throws off his cape. And dot 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 anchor boy dot 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 exclamation point from Luffy as he's holding on to the broken, was it called a mast or something? The big pole. And then Don Krieg says you'll find this a bit more injurious than those stakes. What kind of spear is that? Asks Luffy. It'll blow you to smithereens. Quadruple exclamation point responds Don Krieg. The ha sound effect with a, or no, rather just a ha, and the triple exclamation point. He's about to swing the spear over the head like an axe, even though it's a spear, which I'm pretty sure you're supposed to do poking motions, but okay, let's swing it like an axe. A exclamation point from Luffy. He's still just holding on to the broken mast or whatever you call it. And Luffy jumps out of the way with a kaboom sound effect as he brings down the spear. And a wow or your wah sound effect from Luffy. With a triple exclamation point. What the heck? It exploded. Says the chefs. Okay. I'm falling, says Luffy. As he's falling, but he tethers onto part of the boat to pull himself back with a boing sound effect and a whap as he grabs the side of the boat wreckage. What kind of weapon is that? Is it gonna keep blowing me up? Says Luffy with a thump sound effect as he lands back on the boat wreckage. Um, a huh from Luffy and a thud and a question mark from Luffy, a exclamation point from Sanji. A long battle is bad. Dot dot dot. He's lost too much blood. Double exclamation point. Says Sanji. Then Don Creek says the strain is taking its toll on you. Dot dot dot. A woo sound effect and darn, I can't use my full strength on these little chunks of uh flotsam. Is that what we call boat wreckage? Flotsam? Alright. If you say so. Um that's what Luffy was saying, by the way. Don Krieg's not finished after all. Dot dot dot. The pirates also. Okay. With the mighty battle sphere, the more power you put into the thrust, the bigger the bang. Okay. Sounds about right. Anyways, okay, now he does a poking motion with the spear, but Luffy dodges, like he's doing the limbo, dodges backwards, and then you get a swoosh sound effect, and then from Luffy, and there's also a triple exclamation point in there too. What awesome strength, says the pirates. He's waving that heavy spear around like a chopstick. It's gotta weigh at least a ton with those metal shoulder plates. That's the strength that made Dong Krieg legend. It did. Looks like Dong Krieg takes another swing. Luffy dodges. Luffy says yow as he dodges. They whoosh and a to thump to thump sound effect. All right, and a humph from Don Krieg with a triple exclamation point. This looks like Luffy's tumbling back. He's lost his balance. He says, "Wow, yikes!" and a swip sound effect. Don Krieg takes this moment to rush at Luffy, and Luffy says, "Umph," and a thwoosh sound effect from. Oh, he's rushing and taking a swing rather, and a thump sound effect. We got Luffy's in the air. Don Krieg's about to do another overhead slash with a exclamation point from Luffy. And then Don Krieg says die with a quadruple exclamation point, and then double exclamation point from Luffy and a whoosh. I don't know what the whoosh is. I also don't know what this blur is. Is this Luffy's arm or is this the blade? We got a swoosh sound effect with a triple exclamation point, and Don Krieg takes a swing, I guess. No, it looks like Luffy grabbed onto the pole of the spear. All right. Ooh, that was close, says Luffy, and the doom sound effect and the exclamation point question mark. He dot 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 triple exclamation point from Don Krieg as he notices Luffy's holding onto the pole of the weapon. A huh from Luffy, and a YU dot 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 from Don Krieg. Okay. Don Krieg slams the spear down. He says, "You caterpillar." Triple or quadruple exclamation point. Ba-boom. Sound effect from him slamming down the spear. The triple exclamation point and a whoop as Luffy jumps off the spear. And then triple exclamation point from, I don't know, Don Krieg. Got Luffy reaction face upside down and the womb sound effect and the exclamation point from Luffy and a whoop from the spear. This looks like Don Krieg's preparing another stabbing attack. And he steps forward with a swoop. And it looks like Luffy somehow dodges. With a clang sound effect. I don't know what this clang is from. But there's a clang sound effect, and Luffy's looking pleased with himself, so he must have been doing something right. Also, Don Krieg's also looking pleased with himself, so he must not realize that Luffy did something right. I don't know. A kabam. Nope, he just hit Luffy. Alright, so he hits Luffy. Triple exclamation point. Chore boy, says the Sanji with a triple exclamation point, and the Luffy looking like that hit hurt a lot, and he's kind of burnt up from it. Still alive. Triple dot dot dot. From Don Krieg. Also, Don Krieg's kind of skinny. I didn't realize how skinny he was without the cape. He's like very tall and skinny. I just realized this now. Alright, ooh. And a dot 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 double exclamation point, a tump tump sound effect as I guess Don Krieg's walking closer. And Luffy's like hit the deck of the rubble. Alright, Don Krieg going in for another attack with a swoop sound effect. Now you've made me angry. I'll blast you into chum. Triple exclamation point. Luffy's getting up, says, uh-oh, dot dot dot. A kaboom sound effect as he smacks Luffy again with a big old explosion and a triple exclamation point. Okay. Luffy goes flying and hits the ground and with a whoomp sound effect and double exclamation point. How do you see now wait. Now do you see exclamation point question mark. My power is unparalleled triple exclamation point, says Don Krieg. We get the parrots cheering, looking pleased. We got Churboy, says Sanji. And the chefs in the water say Chris's the boy wasn't a match for Krieg after all. We got a panel with Luffy's foot. And then Luffy stands up with a tomp sound effect and a double exclamation point from Don Krieg. Crack sound effect from I don't know what. There's a crack sound effect anyways. What my mighty battle spear? Double exclamation point question mark. Oh shoot. What wait. Oh, Luffy stomps down on the spear, looks like breaking it. Alright. And then a creesh sound effect from the spear breaking. You may get you. What have you done? Says Don Krieg. Luffy says, I landed 5 punches. Dot dot dot. Brace yourself. Wait, what? Triple exclamation point. Now there's room enough. To send you flying. Wait, I'm confused. I landed 5 punches. What? I don't understand. Now there's room enough to send you flank. Alright, with a doom sound effect and it zoomed out, and I guess the rebels all close together. I don't know. There's an exclamation point too, and Don Krieg says, what? With a exclamation point question mark, and that's the end of the chapter. Alright, cool. Next, we got prepared. Alright, chapter 65. Let's go. We got okay, chapter cover. We got, looks like Buggy, that's his name. Buggy's crew after the battle, part 20, discovery her pirate ship. Right, so it looks like Buggy finds his pirate ship. Along with this woman whose name I don't remember if they told us or not. And Buggy says, yeah. He's also got binoculars. Alright. With its point broken off your spear, dot 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 dot. From Don Krieg. Dot 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 from Luffy speaking again. Is just a bomb on a stick. Okay. A doom sound effect and a shot from behind Luffy's back. Your military might just got cut in half. Okay. Is that what you think, says Don Krieg? The pirate's looking surprised or something. It's catastrophe. Don Krieg's deadliest weapon. Dot 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 dot. The mighty battle sphere broken. The chef's looking happy. Charboy's tough. Don Krieg goes on to say a bomb on a stick, perhaps, but I still have more than enough military might to blow you away. Alright, then Don Krieg goes on to say you were badly injured even before you took 2 blasts from my mighty battle spear. I think your tough talk is a bluff, says Don Krieg. No, it's not, says Luffy. Sanji says, Krieg's right, the kid's got to be pretty busted up. By now, if he gets blasted one more time, dot 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 dot, he's dead meat. And then Sanji goes on to say, it's no good, dot dot dot. Krieg's got too much firepower. Head chef guy says, even a man bristling with powerful weapons, dot dot dot, can be skewered by the spear of blind grit. Question mark from Sanji. Head chef goes on to say, in the life and death struggles of a pirate, dot dot dot, he who hesitates is buzzard food. Sanji says, what are you saying? Head chef says, I'll say this for that kid, dot dot dot. There's no give in him. And a woo sound effect and a huff and get shot off Luffy smiling. Many multiple dot dot dots followed by exclamation point from Sanji. And head chef goes on to say, in the end, it's not about weapons dot dot dot, followed by several dot dot dots from head chef. And then he goes on to say, grit counts more than steel. Grit exclamation point question mark from Sanji. And a whoop sound effect with a dot 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 exclamation point from, honestly I don't know what is that part of the spear? Alright. Don Krieg's preparing an attack. He says give up. Exclamation point with a whip sound effect and you were dead the moment you chose to oppose me. Says Don Krieg. We'll see about that, says Luffy as he sticks out his tongue. And a whoosh sound effect from Don Krieg's attack, but looks like Luffy dodges. And a whoop sound effect. Alright. Luffy grabbed a part of the mast pole, whatever that holds the sail? Is that what they're called? Sails? Yeah. And he boings up and try to hit me, says Luffy. And a exclamation point from Don Krieg. You monkey, double exclamation point from Don Krieg, exclamation point from Luffy. Is also Luffy's frowning. Looks like Don Krieg takes a swing, but Luffy swings out of the way. Luffy says ook ook, double exclamation point, and a shunk sound effect from, oh, looks like Don Krieg cuts the pole. actually is what happens. Cuts the mast or whatever, so it falls down. Um, umph sound effect from Luffy, and the thing he was holding on to breaks, and it with a crack sound effect. A whoosh from the pole falling. It looks like it's actually falling towards Don Creek, but I don't know. The woo sound effect and the multiple dots from Don Krieg, and a crash sound effect as it looks like Don Krieg, instead of it falling on him, he just cuts it again. So says Luffy. Ugh. Okay, wait, what's so I don't know. And a whoosh sound effect looks like Luffy, the thing he was holding on to, he's about to swing it at Don Krieg. Or throw it at pairs. Um, there dot or double exclamation point with a womb sound effect and a shoom as he throws the thing that was holding the sails. And exclamation point from Don Krieg as it's flying towards him, and a clack sound effect from Don Krieg preparing to shoot something. Did I say pathetic? Yeah, I said pathetic. Double exclamation point question mark from Luffy, and a foom as it apparently was a flamethrower, so he burns the thing that Luffy threw at him. A flamethrower exclamation point question mark from Sanji. He has an entire arsenal. Double exclamation point question mark. Gum gum says Luffy. Ha. Whoop whoop whoop. Gatling gun. Oh boy. That's a whole bunch of punches. Rapid fire. Okay. And a bam 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 sound effect from Luffy rapid fired punching and a triple exclamation point. Did he even land a hit? Because Don Krieg's kind of just still standing there. Alright, there's a tonk sound effect, and Luffy lands on his feet with a thump. And a ha 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 says Don Krieg. Weakling, triple exclamation point. This is Woot's steel armor. You can't even dent it. I don't know what a Woots is, but okay. And says Luffy. Fu. This looks like he's preparing another attack. Says Don Creek or something. Luffy throws back his arm, ready to punch with a double exclamation point. Did he say gum gum? Well, he didn't, but he says bullet. Kaboom. He punches Don Creek. A quadruple exclamation point. With a sound effect from the impact. Don Krieg, triple exclamation point from the pirates. Looks like Don Krieg felt it. And a plurt sound effect from, I don't know, blood. And a insolent fool, says Don Krieg, as Don Krieg hits him back with a bam sound effect and an ugh triple exclamation point from Luffy. Fwump, fwump. Sound effect from Luffy in the wreckage floor. That was pathetic, says Don Krieg. You actually thought your monkey fist could shatter the strongest armor in the world? The whip sound effect. And a few more oughta do it, says Luffy. They and the whoop. I'm the world's strongest man, armed with the best equipment, says Don Krieg. That, my boy, is military might. And the woo sound effect and a doom sound effect, and the Don Krieg's apparently up on the top of the mast now. Alright. Exclamation point from Luffy. Whoever opposes me dies, says Don Krieg. Anchor boy. It looks like Don Krieg tosses out some of his, I don't know, explosives or something. Yeah, he just tosses them out. Double exclamation point question mark from the people. Exclamation point from Luffy. Bombs will blow the deck to splinters. Run, char boy, says the chefs. Bombs! Exclamation point, question mark from Luffy. Har 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 from the pirates. He's finished. Triple exclamation point. The strong will always prevails. And that would be me. The triple exclamation point, says Luffy. The tump 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 sound effect. Don't go up there, kid. Run. It's a trap. Triple exclamation point, says Sanji. And Luffy says gum gum. Uh, dot dot dot. Chirp. Double exclamation point. A exclamation point from Tom Creek, and a tump 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 sound effect as he's running up the mast. You're doomed, just as I hoped. Triple dot dot dot. Um, you feel you fell for it, says Don Creek, or is it Don Creek speaking? Ba boom. Your stubborn pride can't. And an exclamation point as he gets cut off. And a woo sound effect as Luffy's, I don't know, charging. A triple exclamation point question mark from Don Creek. Bazooka, says Luffy, so it was a gum gum bazooka. Alright, triple exclamation point. And a bam sound effect from the gum gum bazooka smacking Don Creek. And yep, okay. Several dot dot dots from Luffy with followed by double exclamation point. Ha 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 ha! You failed. Your strength is gone. Says Don Creek. I think, or maybe Luffy. I don't know. One of the two says that. And a Kirk sound effect. But I applaud you. You managed to put a tiny crack in my armor. Triple exclamation point. Die with pride, says Don Creek probably. And a boom, 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 boom. And a shh. And a triple or quadruple exclamation point from Sanji. I also don't know what Don Creek did as an attack, but okay. In the end, it's not about weapons. Dot dot dot. Charboy, triple exclamation point, says Sanji, or maybe that's his inner thoughts. No. And then it's not about weapons, was inner thoughts. And then Charboy is what he's saying. Inner thoughts, Greek counts more than still, says, is inner thoughts for head chef guy? Or just like flashback? I don't know. Gum gum, says Luffy. Dot dot dot, double exclamation point, and a wing sound effect, and a whoosh, and a exclamation point, question mark from Don Creek, and a what? Exclamation point, question mark, and the Don Creek's looking concerned, and Luffy's looking happy, and he does another bazooka. Hits him again with the bazooka. What is this sound effect? Waboosh? Is that a waboosh? I don't know. I think it's a waboosh. And a triple exclamation point question mark as he hits Don Krieg and his armor shatters into pieces. And also there's blood coming out of his mouth. Don Krieg. And that's the end of the chapter. Alright, fantastic. Let's move on to chapter 66. The chewed up spear. Okay. I don't know why we're still talking about the spear. I thought the spear was out of the picture at this point, but okay. Alright. Buggy sees his defeated crew. He says, "Gah!" Exclamation point, question mark. Also, it was preceded by a exclamation point. No. Buggy's crew after the battle, part 21, an unhappy reunion. Indeed. Alright, we got Luffy smiling. Don Krieg being smacked. Aftermath, he's been sent flying down. Pieces of armor going everywhere. Blood coming out of his mouth. Crashes. Nope, he's still falling through the air. Also, there's an explosion or something. I don't know. Don Krieg, triple exclamation point from the pirates, looking shocked. The chef's looking quite pleased. Um, Sanji looking surprised. Don Krieg falling. A doom sound effect from Don Krieg looking determined mid fall or something. I don't know. Shut up, fools! Quadruple exclamation point. And then Don Krieg throws a net at Luffy. Looks like. What? You're alive? Says Luffy. The whoosh sound effect from the net and a double exclamation point from the Luffy maybe. Of course, boy, says Don Krieg. Triple exclamation point. Says Luffy as he's caught in the net. And a whoomp sound effect. And he's caught in the net and Don Krieg's pulling him. Ha ha ha, says Don Krieg. You won't escape from my iron net. Triple exclamation point. That's the sea below you. You lose, anchor boy, with a thwomp sound effect, and all I have to do is toss you into the ocean. And I get the last laugh as I knew I would. Triple exclamation point. That's our Don Krieg. Triple exclamation point says the pirates. Drown rubber boy. Triple exclamation point. Plunk. Sound effect from, I don't know, Luffy doing something. Exclamation point question mark from Don Krieg. If I can get my arms and legs out, dot dot dot, says Luffy. This match is mine. The what sound effect? Oh, this we got a shot of his foot. Why that run, kid? Says the pirates. He's still got fight left in him. I thought the sea was his nemesis. And Sanji, in her thoughts, I think he doesn't give, not for an instant, what drives him. It looks like Luffy is spinning his legs together like a screw or I don't know what would you call it, but he's twisting his legs together. Um, with a whoop 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 sound effect and an A from Don Krieg. And then a triple exclamation point question mark from Don Krieg with a swap sound effect as Luffy grabs him with his twisted feet together. He fights on against overwhelming firepower. Inner thoughts of Don Krieg against my colossal strength! Exclamation point question mark. Inner thoughts. Right. Head chef says, how does he do it? How can he keep fighting even now? And Sanji says, what? Head chef says, were you thinking the same thing? Inner thoughts, speaking now. How can you keep coming over and over? How can you keep coming over and over? I'm Don Krieg, Admiral of the Pirate Armada. Okay, that's Don Krieg's inner thoughts. Men kill this pest, says Don Krieg. Aye, aye, Don Krieg. As they apparently all have a bunch of harpoons, just handy. Okay. I don't know where they got the harpoons from, but sure, they got a bunch of harpoons. Harpoon, yeah. What do we call those? Clack, clack, clack sound effect as they're ready to fire. And the shoom sound effect from the thing Luffy's doing. And an exclamation point from Don Krieg. This is the end, says, I don't know, Luffy or Don Krieg or someone. Everybody shoot at once, double exclamation point. Alright. And then we got them firing the harpoons or ready to fire. We got Luffy and Don Krieg in the background. I think Luffy's on the left, Don Krieg on the right. Luffy's twisty legs connecting them. Alright, and a boom sound effect and a double exclamation point question mark because it looks like somebody attacked the parts who are about to fire. Don't, and says, looks like Sanji maybe. Double exclamation point. You're going down, says Sanji. They doom sound effect and an eek sound effect from the parts, or I guess any whoop 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 as Don Krieg's being spun now while being held in Luffy's legs. And a raw sound effect and a whip 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 as he's being spun rapidly. Alright, and a whoop 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 sound effect and a Luffy saying gum gum dot 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 and a graw from Luffy and the raw from the Don Creek and a womb sound effect from I don't know something. Giant gavel. Oh boy, giant gavel. All right, his legs look like they're I want to say fully untwisted as he slams Don Krieg into the wreckage with a wham sound effect and a quadruple exclamation point. And the Don Krieg looks like quite hurt from that. And they wah from the pirates and a triple exclamation point and ah. And a Don Krieg triple exclamation point. And a Trevor Boy, you did it, says the chefs. Hooray. He he really did it, says Patty. He beat Don Krieg dot dot dot. Alright. And a womb sound effect from I don't know, but looks like Luffy's nearly in the water at this point. A whoop whoop sound effect. Heh dot 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 from Luffy as he's heading towards the water. And a sploosh as it looks like Luffy's in the water now. Can somebody please save him? Raw. As Don Krieg's just laying on the ground. Head chef says if that ragtag fleet of Kriegs is military might dot 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 and his fancy weapons are military might dot dot dot, then that kid's grit dot 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 is military might too. Grit dot 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 says Sanji. In her thoughts, even a man bristling with powerful weapons dot 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 can be skewered by the spear of blind grit, or maybe flashback. Yeah. Grit dot 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 says Sanji. Don Krieg, don't give up, says the pirates. Blast, how could the Admiral lose? Exclamation point question mark. Boo hoo, moi, says the pirates. But I know a fool who's chewing a spear on his own. Dot 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 says head chef. Dot 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 for no good reason. Clump clump as the head chef's walking away. You'd better haul him up. That kid can't float. The sea hates those with the power of the devil fruit. They sink like anchors. Glub glub from Luffy sinking. You should have told us that sooner, crap geezer, says Sanji. I got Luffy's hat sitting somewhere. Okay. And I splash as Sanji dives into the water. Humph dot 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 from head chef. Krieg lost. Krieg lost, says Jin. Who's apparently fine for some reason. Exclamation point, question mark. I never thought he could lose. Double exclamation point. He was the master of these waters. But just look there, says Patty. There are pieces of his armor all over the place. As Patty's pointing out towards the whatever he's pointing at. He has the only man I he was the only man I ever admired, says Jin, with a cough, double exclamation point, and a cough, dot dot dot. I thought he was the strongest man in the world, triple exclamation point. He says, Cecil, you swab. If you move the poison will, dot dot dot. The other chef guy says, I think his name was Karn. Will it spread if he moves around? Question mark. I don't know who's speaking here, but who knows? But it can't be good for him. Just lie down. That's probably Patty with a whoop up sound effect. Splash has sound effect as oh gosh, why did I suddenly forget his name? Sanji comes to the surface with Luffy. And a cough sound effect, or rather, Sanji coughs. Hey, dot dot dot, says Sanji. Whap whap, as he's slapping the side of Luffy's head. Don't die. First one now. The other inner thoughts. I don't know what that's about, but we got Luffy and Sanji, and a picture of a panel with Zolo. If I retreat even one step, dot 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 dot, my vow, my ambition, everything I care about, dot dot dot, will be shattered. Still inner thoughts. I don't know what these inner thoughts and their flashback is. But this isn't my place to die. It's easy. Abandon your stupid dream. I'm the strongest. Sanji in this possible flashback. I don't know. Exclamation point from Sanji. This is like all flashback going on. I think. I don't know. But anyways, next page. No one stands before me, says Don Krieg. Stop, Don Krieg, says someone. You're hurt. You have to keep still. Until today, no one ever defeated me in battle. No one could stand up before my military might. Krieg says, Sanji, I will continue to win. Dot dot dot. Continue. Dot dot dot. Win. Triple exclamation point. Win. Exclamation point. Hold him down. He's out of his head. I am the strongest man in the world. Double exclamation point. Doom sound effect from the pirates. Triple exclamation point question mark. Looks like someone delivers a punch to Don Krieg. And says Don Krieg dot dot dot. And Don Krieg spits up more blood from the punch. And we lost. And this looks like Jin, who's punched him. Battle commander says the pirates. Let's take our defeat like men. Dot says Jin with a thump sound effect as he's now holding Don Krieg on his shoulder. And start again from zero. Thank you for your kindness, Sanji, says Jin. Sure, don't come back, says Sanji. Alright, that's the end of the chapter. Alright. Yeah, chapter 67. Fantastic. Chapter cover has, it looks like are they cannibals? Is that what they are? Looks like they're cooking Buggy's crew in a pot. The lion's in there too. It says the soup is the child chapter, by the way. Buggy's crew after the battle, part 22. Richie, Vin. What? Richie's pirate crew stewed in red wine. Okay. Yep, they're cooking Richie's crew. All right. Got Patty saying, "Hey, you swab, you breathed deadly poison. That man tried to kill you. Don't you want revenge?" Says, I forget his name, but other chef guy. Several dots from, Jin, it looks like. Um, Sanji dot says, Jin, when that kid wakes up, tell him something for me. Says Jin, and, got a panel with, Sanji saying nothing. Tell him I hope our paths will cross again, on the Grand Line. You, you're still a pirate, question mark, says Sanji. Sheesh, what a stubborn fool, says Patty. Jin says, I gave it a lot of thought, and pirating is the only thing I want to do. Okay. Um, Jin says, somehow Don Krieg's dream, have dreams have become my dreams. Several dots from Sanji. And Yak from, Jin, as he's suffering more from the poison and coughing up blood. Jin says the pirates, and a whoomp from sound effect, I don't know what. Double exclamation point, question mark. Jin, double exclamation point from Sanji. Several dots from Jin. I may only have a few hours left to live, says Jin, with a plip as blood stain the floor. And, exclamation point, exclamation point, is that from Sanji? And then more plips. It may be foolish for a half-dead man to commit himself to anything, but it's good medicine. From now on, I'm going to steer my own course, and if I do, I'll be hunted like a wolf. All right. Jin goes on to say, loyalty to Krieg, ha. For a long time, I've been hiding in his shadow. When you really commit yourself, you don't worry about the enemy or even about your own life. The kid taught me that, double exclamation point, and there's a grin sound effect with a double exclamation point, and Sanji saying nothing in response. All right, and then Sanji says, "Petty Karn, give these guys our supply boat." Patty says, "What? Are you insane? Why should we give our boat to a bunch of pirates who attack us? Um, let these scoundrels swim, I say. How will we get our supplies, idiot?" Um, that might have been a combination of both Patty and Karn speaking. There was no arrows pointing to anyone, so I don't know. Get the boat, says Sanji. Okay, says, Karn. Don't shout, we'll get it, says Patty. And a blub as they got tears in their eyes. I'll beat that crap Sanji to death, says, I don't know, Patty. He's always ordering us around, says Karn. A tump sound effect. But that motherless shirk knows the chef's kick. If we're gonna do it, now's the time when he's injured. Says Patty. If we get about 15 men and attack at night, we just might all that. I don't know who says all that, but there's tim sound effects. A shot of the clouds. We got a shot of the restaurant. Also, there's apparently, is that a band-aid on the restaurant? There's a giant band-aid on the side of the restaurant. Okay. The ploosh sound effect from, I don't know. As it looks like Luffy's waking up in a bed. My hat, triple exclamation point, whoop, as Luffy is waking up. It's right there. says Sanji. Oh, yeah, says Luffy. You're awake, says Sanji. Question mark, says Luffy. Um, sorry, we ran out of bandages. Um, so Luffy's pulling off a giant bandage from his face, his forehead. I don't need any, says Luffy. You don't, question mark, says Sanji. The pirates, question mark, says Luffy. Gone, thanks to you, says Sanji. You know fear, and hesitation, huh? This is a flashback from what Jin and Sanji were talking about, I guess. Oh yeah. That stuff seems foolish, when I see that boy in action. What Z's from Luffy snoring, the several dots from Sanji sitting next to him. See you around. Um, this is all flashback, I think, but this looks like the pirates are leaving on a small boat. Okay, exclamation point, creek, dot dot dot. Thanks for the boat. We keep it, says Jin. Uh, we'll sink, says the pirates. We'll sink, says another pirate. Sanji says, return it at your own risk, you scoundrel, says Sanji. Alright, and then Jin says, this is one tough eatery. And more flashbacks with somebody saying, hey, get this into your head. Rar, says the chefs. This is the fighting ocean going restaurant, Baratie. Then Jin says he hopes to see you on the Grand Line, says Sanji to Luffy. That's what Jin said. He hopes to see you there. Question mark from Luffy. Not me, you fool, says Sanji. Oh yeah, my time as chore boy ends today, says Luffy. I made a deal with the old man. That's right. Congratulations, says Sanji. So will you question mark, says Luffy. They grin sound effect. I won't be joining your crew, says Sanji. I'm staying on here as a cook, says Sanji, until the crap geezer acknowledges my skills. Luffy, frowning at this. And then Luffy says, as he stretches out an arm and grabs Sanji. Okay, suit yourself, says Luffy as he grabs him. They whoop. Tell your hand to give up to, says Sanji. Shot of the clouds with birds. After all that's happened, says Sanji, there's even more reason not to go. None of these slobs can be counted on, says Sanji. Sanji goes on to say, but someday I will go to the Grand Line. Exclamation point from Luffy. Then come with us now. Now's not the time, says Sanji. Ever hear of the all blue, says Sanji. No, says Luffy. What? Question mark. You don't know about that wondrous ocean in those waters, says Sanji. We got a shot of head chef looking at them from above, talking. Head chef saying several dots. And Sanji saying nothing, but because I don't know. He's probably saying something, but we're from head chef perspective, and he can't quite hear exactly. So you just got a shot of Sanji speaking, and more dots from head chef, and the two of them speaking, but we can't hear what they're saying. And the Sanji smiling, and he still lights up when he talks about it. Says head chef, the fool. chow time, come and get it, says somebody. They clang, clang, clang sound effect. Second floor of Baratie employee dining room. Yak, yak, blab, blab sound effect from people talking. Hey, who's cooking today? Says one of the chefs. That would be me, says Patty. And dot dot dot, moi, says, Karn. And I do doom sound effect. The rogue duo A. I'll prepare my poor stomach. Says one of the chefs, I guess. Just shut up and eat your rats. Huh? Hey, where are our shares? Says Sanji. They click sound effect dot dot dot, and our food, says Luffy. Dot dot dot. Says I don't know, but ooh, and then clack clack sound effect. No chairs for you guys, says one of the chefs. Heh heh heh, dot dot dot, says another chef. Sit on the floor, double exclamation point. They, ha. And, no chairs, exclamation point, question mark. This is a restaurant, says Sanji. Well, says Sanji as he sits on the floor. Those guys are acting strange. Strange is normal for them. Alright, those guys are acting strange, says Luffy. Strange is normal for them, replies Sanji. Right. Hey, who made the soup? Asks, Patty. Who was it? Says Patty. Oh, I did, says Sanji. Delicious, huh? It's an especially good batch, dot dot dot. It tastes like crap. I can't eat it. So it looks like Patty drops the soup on the floor. Is it soup or chum? Double exclamation point, question mark. Double exclamation point, question mark from, yeah, Sanji. What? Question mark? Says Sanji. Chomp, chomp, chomp as Luffy's eating food. Munch, munch, munch as he's is still eating food. So dot dot dot, says Sanji. Human food doesn't suit you, a crap raccoon, says Sanji. Um, humph takes talent to make something that foul. Makes me wanna puke. The humph from Sanji. Exclamation mark from one of the chefs, and a patooey from Patty. You flavor it with dirty socks? Question mark, says Patty. I'd stake my reputation on that soup, says Sanji. You have an undiscerning palate, says Sanji. Exclamation point, question mark. Also, Ack, it's awful, says, I think that's maybe Karn. Gak. Hey, Bleck Bleck. It's no good. Throw it out, says the chefs. And as they all throw it on the floor. Plop, plop. Sound effect, another plop, plop, and dot, 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 exclamation point that I forgot to read. And patoof, patoof, I can't eat this. Double exclamation point, says one of the chefs. Double exclamation point, question mark. What's gone into you apes? Double exclamation point, question mark. You phonicious chef, you're a hack. I'm sick of being bullied by you, says one of the chefs. Another one says, if something tastes bad, I'm gonna say so. Sanji says, what? They chick sound effect. And another plate in the ground with a exclamation point, question mark, and a crash. And chef exclamation point says, one of the chefs. Geezer says, was that the head chef? Geezer says Sanji with a triple exclamation point. And a question mark from Luffy as he's munching. Hey, who made this crap awful muck? Exclamation point, question mark. We can't serve a mess like this to our customers. Triple exclamation point. Cut it out, crap geezer, says Sanji. Exclamation point from head chef. Wrap. How is your soup different from this one? Question mark. Or exclamation point, question mark. Well? Exclamation point, question mark. Head chef says, my soup, question mark. Why you sassy pup? Triple exclamation point. And also Sanji had grabbed head chef. And head chef punches him away with a whack. A triple exclamation point. Chef punched him. Exclamation point, question mark, says Patty. You'll never be able to cook like me, baby eggplant, triple exclamation point, doom. I've cooked on all the oceans of the world, triple exclamation point. Instead of kicking, says, I don't, somebody. He punched him. Okay. Says somebody. Triple exclamation point from Sanji. A shot of the head chef saying nothing. And then we got a crap, says somebody, and triple exclamation point, and a wham. So it looks like maybe Sanji slams the door behind him and leaves. And several dots from head chef. But this soup is really good, says Luffy. Exclamation point from one of the chefs. Glug 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 as Luffy's drinking the soup. A shot of the kitchen. Alright. We know, says one of the chefs. Phew. Man, I was scared. What a temper. Says one of the chefs. We all know that Sanji's a great chef. But if we don't do something like this, he won't listen. Hey, kid, huh? Says Luffy. And also that was head chef speaking. And Luffy's responds with, huh? That baby eggplant, will you take him with you? Says head chef. Exclamation point from Luffy, I think. The grand line, is his dream. Several dots from Sanji. He's possibly overhearing this. I don't know. But then there's triple exclamation point. That was a mean thing chef made us do. I sweated through my jacket. Give me some more of that soup. Hey, me too. And me. I can hear you, says Sanji. You crap jerks. Double exclamation point. Ha 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 ha. So they're laughing. Alright, that's in the chapter. Oh boy, final chapter. Let's go. The fourth person. Alright, for the chapter cover, we got it looks like the cannibals or whatever they are, they're standing over what looks like possibly Buggy's dismembered body parts, maybe? Okay. After the battle, suspicious parts, indeed. Also, we got the Richie and company being cooked in the background. And a question mark from the three cannibals standing over the suspicious body parts. Alright, anyways, to the chapter. Take Sanji with me. No way, says Luffy. Boom sound effect. And a what from the chefs, and a thud sound effect. And why not, boy? Don't you need a cook for your ship? Isn't he good enough for you? I'd love to have Sanji for our cook, but he said he wants to stay here. You can't decide for him. He has to do it. Alright, I think that was Luffy speaking all that. Head chef says, so you won't take him unless he agrees to go? Says head chef. That's right, says Luffy, with a munch as he's still eating. And a seconds, question mark, from Luffy, asking for seconds. Well, fair enough, says Head Chef, but who knows whether that crazy crap kid, will agree to it. Um, and then Head Chef goes on to say, I don't think he will, he's stubborn. Ha 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 from the chefs. More soup, says, I guess, Sanji, or rather, Luffy. Several dot dot dots from Sanji. Um, Several more dot dot dots from Sanji, and a foo as he's breathing out air. Um, sput, sput, glub, sput, glub, sput, triple exclamation point from. I don't know. I really don't know what is making that sound effect. But there's a splash, splash, splash. Something's going on in the water. A glub, glub, split, glub, split, glub. Again. Um, Again, I don't know what's making this noise, but says Sanji. And a glub, glub, glub sound effect. A wata from Sanji. And a splat, splat, splat sound effect. And an og from, I don't know, Sanji or something. And an triple exclamation point. There's a fish in the air. And they sploosh. Dot, 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 double exclamation point, question mark. On. Alright. And a crash as this mysterious fish lands on the boat, the restaurant, with a wah, double exclamation point from somebody, and a Sanji, double exclamation point, and a badump, and it looks like some kind of panda fish thing. Alright. What is it? Exclamation point, question mark, says one of the chefs. A mermaid? The exclamation point, question mark. He came all the way from the Fishman Island to eat our food. What? Okay. It's a man and a panda shark moron. Uh, Yasaku, says Sanji. I don't know what's going on here. A sheesh. Dot 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 from somebody on the ground. Ugh, brother Luffy. Exclamation point! Exclamation point! Says the guy is being eaten by this fish. Why are you alone? Where are the others and Nami? Oh, is this one of the guys that wears on the ship Nami stole? A splash sound effect. He didn't catch. We didn't catch her. But by the wake of Sister Nami's ship, we were able to roughly guess her course. Okay. You were, question mark, says Livy. Then we can go get her. The guy who's being eaten by the fish says, that's just it. The way she's headed. If our calculations are correct, she's headed for an unbelievable place. I'll tell you the details later. Anyway, we need your strength, brother Luffy. Come with me. Says the guy who's being eaten by a fish. Okay, but I don't get it, says Luffy. No, I do get it. Let's go. Wait, says somebody. Question mark from Luffy. Sanji says, I'll go. Take me with you. What, says Patty, maybe? Sanji, dot dot dot, says our chef. Several dot dot dots from Luffy. Sanji goes on to say, I might as well sail with you on your quest to become king of the parts. We both have foolish dreams, dot dot dot, so I'll chase mine too. You've got yourself a cook, says Sanji. Exclamation point from Luffy. Okay, question mark, says Sanji. Not okay, question mark, says Sanji. Okay, says Luffy with triple exclamation point and hooray, triple exclamation point. This is great, brother Luffy, says the guy who's being eaten by fish, and yeah, says Luffy. They're singing in the engine or something, I don't know. So that's that, says Sanji. Hooray, hooray, a cook, her Yahoo, says the Luffy or whatever. Exclamation point from I don't know whose exclamation point that is. Maybe Sanji, but it looks like it has the in the arrow that implies that somebody else is saying it. I caused you a lot of trouble, says Sanji. Humph, I don't like it, says Patty. I was going to throw you out with my own hands. Now you go and decide to jump ship. Your acting is crap bad, Patty, says Sanji. Exclamation point from, I don't know, Sanji. You knew. Exclamation point, question mark, says Patty. You fools weren't exactly whispering. Says Sanji. What? Exclamation point, question mark, says probably Patty. You went to some trouble to chase me off, a crap geezer. Um, says Sanji. Exclamation point from Patty. Before you go, I'm gonna teach you to talk nice, says Patty. Humph, says head chef. You know, baby eggplant, I never liked kids, says head chef. Not a day goes by that I don't regret saving your worthless life. Oh yeah, says Sanji. Uh, five. Fine, crap geezer. Enjoy the rest of your life, says Sanji. Alright. Shot from outside, I don't know who's speaking. The ship's a beauty. Can we really take her? Splash sound effect, and sure she belongs to Sanji. Alright, and then one of the chefs is grabbing food supplies. Looks like you want more supplies? Exclamation point, question mark. Luffy says, yeah, more meat. How many days will you be sailing? Question mark, says the chef, grabbing supplies. Who knows, says Luffy. Several dots from head chef guy, I think. That's Sanji, triple exclamation point. This is inner thoughts. Bloodthirsty cutthroats or escaped convicts, a plip from a sink dripping water. Got a shot of Sanji over the shoulder with a bag and stuff. Don't know what I'm looking at here, but Sanji's holding something or other with a rattle. Inner thoughts of head chef guy again. If they're hungry and can make it to this restaurant, then there's a reason for us, to keep fighting. Several more dots with Sanji smoking while sitting in a chair. Amazing crap geezer. So this is Baratie, the ocean-going restaurant. This is a flashback. Exclamation point, question mark. That's right. I sank my whole fortune into it, and I still owe a heap. It's gonna be a bustling place. Never fear, Sanji's here. Stop calling me baby eggplant crap geezer. More inner thoughts, by the way. Sorry, crap, baby eggplant. Ack, cough, cough. This is from when Sanji was like a kid first coming onto the restaurant. Don't start smoking. It'll scuttle your sense of taste, says head chef in the flashback. Fu, as Sanji blows out smoke from the cigarette. Oh god. Alright. And head chef laying in bed reminiscing about all this. He now I'm a man, says Sanji, as he's smoking as a child. Hey, is this Red Shoes Zeph? Scrub shop, says a customer. Is this help wanted? Crap cooks welcome for real? Says another person. Or is that supposed to be a young? I think that's a young Patty and other guy, Karn. Yeah, we can't serve this slop to customers, says Patty, or not Patty, but Hedge Zeph, rather, smacking Sanji with the rolling pin. You eat it, double exclamation point, clunk. You hear about the proprietor. They say he's a failed pirate, says one of the customers. Want to say that again, says, uh, um, Sanji, who's now holding the guy who said that with, blood all over his face. Chef, Sanji almost killed another customer. Says somebody. Uh, Hey, eek, og, waha from customers. Don't you annoy my cooks, says, um, head chef as he kicks Sanji. Um, with his, peg leg. Come on, we gotta stop chef. Says, I don't know, chefs. And got someone dressed like a pirate saying, slop slingers, if you value your lives, give us all the food you've got. Every last crumb. Ha ha ha. Wah ha ha ha, says the pirates who are trying to get food. Did he say something? Says, I don't know, in the flashback, a doom sound effect is, all these chefs are ready to, attack. I don't hear nothing. Triple, exclamation point. Got a panel of the sky. Another panel with the restaurant. Our new cook brothers late. Our new cook brothers late. I don't know what they're saying, but okay. I got Luffy and company on the boat. On the little boat they're gonna sail away on. Oh, there he is. Says, guy who's being eaten by a fish. And Sanji appears. Everyone's looking at Sanji. Um, for whatever reason, Patty and Karn are about to smack Sanji. Um, we've been saving this up for years, says Patty. Say your prayers, Sanji, says Karn. And, looks like they both get knocked out by Sanji. They never had a chance, says one of the chefs. They form, they clump, they clomb, sound effect. Clump, 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 clump. Sound effects as Sanji's walking towards the boat. Let's go, says Sanji. Question mark, says Luffy. Aren't you gonna say goodbye? That's okay, says Sanji. Hey, Sanji, says head chef. Exclamation point, says, Sanji. Keep your feet dry. Says head chef. Triple exclamation point from Sanji. And, or maybe chefs. Several dots, triple exclamation point from, I don't know. More dots from Luffy. Dot, followed by, two exclamation points from Sanji with tears in his eye. Chef saying nothing. Chef Zeph says, Sanji with a triple exclamation point. All the years as Sanji's bowing on the ground. They doom sound effect and an exclamation point from head chef Zeph. I lived under your crap roof. Triple exclamation point. I owe you my life. Triple exclamation point. He's got tears in his eyes. He's bowing. I'll never forget you. Quadruple exclamation point. Head chef with tears in his eyes. Saying nothing. You craphead, says, Patty to Tump. Sound effect and an exclamation point from Sanji. I'm gonna miss you, gosh darn it. Triple exclamation point from Patty. Wah, says, from Patty. I'll miss you too, says Karn with triple exclamation point. And a several dots, double exclamation point from Sanji. Tears in his eyes. We're all gonna miss you, says the chefs. Wah, double exclamation point from Sanji. It's so sad. Triple exclamation point says, I don't know. Triple exclamation point from Sanji. Zeph says sniff. Sentimental fools. Double exclamation point. Swip as he's wipe away his tear. Sob. Wah. A man ought to take his leave quietly. Goodbye. Quadruple exclamation point from Sanji. You crap guys. Quadruple exclamation points. Um, we're off, set sail, says Luffy. And a woo as they're sailing away. That's the end of the chapter. All right, fantastic. That's the Baratie Arc. Fantastic. I'm done. I finally finished Baratie Arc. Oh boy. Oh boy. Fantastic. End of recording. Very exciting. They defeated the Don Krieg and now they got Sanji on the crew. Fantastic. Love it. Cool. Great. End of recording.